Good morning, sunshine. It's time to get the body and the mind moving to lift the spirit. So let's jump onto the mat. Don't worry about putting anything in particular on. I like to just get on the mat as I roll out of bed in my pajamas. I'll see you soon. Good morning. Well, welcome to our morning yoga practice, which is all about easing into the day, setting a positive intention, and just thinking about what we want to accomplish for the day. But first, let's wake up the body. So come on down to the mat, starting an easy pose, and we're just going to start with the cervical spine by doing some neck, head, and shoulder rolls. So turning the head to the right, chin over right shoulder. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to drop the chin to roll it to the left side. Looking over the left shoulder. Nice and easy warm up. Nothing too intense today. And drop the chin again over to the right. And again to the left. And then come back to neutral spine. We're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, and back. So let's just go in a circle like that a few more times. And then take it around to the front. Nice. Let me adjust my microphone here. Sorry about that. And we're going to take those arms up, overhead, reaching up, lengthening that spine, and stretching as high as you can. Taking a deep breath in. And as you let go, lower the hands. Nice. Let's come on over to tabletop. Coming up on our knees and our hands. Place the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. And we're going to do some cat-cow. So shine that heart forward, pushing up and out of those shoulders, taking a breath in as you come into cow. And then rounding over, coming into cat, pulling that navel to spine. And up again into cow. This is one of these asanas that I love for my lower back. And roll over to cat. Nice. We're going to send that right hand nice and easy up to the sky. Reach up. And then we're going to thread that right hand underneath the left arm. Nice and gentle. Coming down on our shoulder. And when you get situated there, you can either stay here or you can take that left hand up to the sky, getting in a little deeper twist. Listen to your body. What does it need? And lower that left hand down to the ground, unwinding all the way. Bring the right hand to meet the left. And then we're going to float that left hand up to the sky. Taking a little twist. And then float it back down under the right arm. Stretching out that shoulder, twisting, and you can stay here, or if you did it on the other side, take that arm all the way up to the sky. and float that hand back down, untwist, and bring the hands together. We're going to tuck those toes under, and we're going to push up into a down dog, but nice and easy, keeping the knees bent very generously because we're just warming up. Let the head hang low. Release any tension. Maybe shake the head yes. Maybe no. And then we're going to walk the feet forward to the top of the mat, keeping those knees bent. We're going to come to a flat back. So we're getting a nice stretch in the back of in the hamstrings, maybe a little in the calves, and lower back down. And then we're going to come on up, floating those arms up overhead, coming into high mountain. Again, finding length in the spine, waking everything up. And bring the hands together and down to heart center. This is a good place for us to pause and set an intention for the day. So take a moment to think about what your intention is, and maybe even give yourself an affirmation to focus on for the day, such as, I am strong, I am enough, and with a nod, let it be so. Let's take those hands down and around and up, nice and easy, all the way up to the sky. Bending those knees, we're going to drop that torso down for a forward fold. Hands to the ground. And take a half lift, keeping the knees bent. And lower down. Rise up to high mountain. So we're going to do a few more of these. Bring the hands together and to heart center. Take the hands down and around and up. So we're getting into a rhythm here. Lower down for forward fold. Maybe the backs of your legs are feeling a little stretchier and you can stretch them all the way out or keep them bent. Take a half lift and lower and rise up to high mountain. Hands together and down to heart center. One more, down and around and up and forward fold. Half lift and lower. And let's walk those feet out to our down dog. Roll on over to a plank and lower all the way down to the belly. We're going to take a little lift up for cobra. And lower back down. Let's do that again. Lift up for cobra. And lower back down. This time we're going to send the arms down to the sides and we're going to come into our locust pose. So we're going to warm up the full length of our body. Take a lift up, lifting the feet and the torso. And release. Let's do that again. Lift it all up. And release. Nice. One more time. Take it up. And release. We're going to bend that right knee. Take that right hand around to grab that foot And come on to the left side as you pull on that right leg, getting in a quad stretch. So stretch it all out. Not too hard that it hurts. It should never hurt. But it might be a little uncomfortable. And release it, coming back to the belly. Bend that left knee. Bring it on up, grab it with the left hand, roll on to the right side and pull on that leg, getting in a quad stretch on the left leg. And release, come back to the belly. Hands come under the shoulders, feet tuck under, and let's push it all the way back to child's pose. Let's rise all the way up using that core strength, coming up on the knees. And we're going to take those arms up to the sky. Come into palm tree pose where the fingers link together overhead, and we're going to drop those knuckles to reach for the front of the room or the front of the mat as we tuck that belly button towards the spine, getting in a shoulder stretch here. And lift the knuckles back up, taking a breath in, and then rounding out the back again. Nice, lift them back up. This time, float those hands down to the side, reach around to the back, clasping the hands, and we're gonna pull the knuckles down toward the ground as we shine that heart forward and up. Ooh, I just heard some cracking. And then we're gonna sit back, actually, tuck those toes under, sit back on the toes, because we're not gonna neglect the feet. Getting a stretch in there. And then untuck the toes and come all the way forward, melting the heart to the ground as we drop those knuckles up and over the head. And if you're tight here, just be gentle with yourself. Only go as far as your body lets you. And release those hands down to the ground. Bring them underneath your shoulders. Push up. And, excuse me, we're going to swing those feet around in front of us. Bring that, bend that right leg. And we're going to drop that right foot over the left knee. We're going to come into our twist. So hook that left elbow onto the right knee as we swim that right hand behind us, and we twist to look over our right shoulder. And don't worry if you're not there yet. You will, as you stay consistent with your practice. And notice anything that might come up right now that maybe you need to pay special attention to and give some extra TLC. And unwind, release that right leg down all the way, bring that left foot up to the other side of the right knee. Take that right elbow and hook it onto the left knee as you twist and swim that left hand around behind you, looking over your left shoulder. And pay attention to what's going on in your body, staying present. And if your mind drifts, that's okay. just bring it back to the present. And just breathe into it. And release. We're going to bend those knees. And we're going to send those arms out in front of us and gradually come down to lie on our back. Gradually. Very nice. And bring those knees in first of all to give yourself a big hug. Maybe rock around a little bit, massage that lower back. And then we're going to bring those feet to our bound ankle. So we're doing recline bound ankle, pressing the knees out with the elbows as you're pulling in with the hands, pulling on the ankles. And then we're going to grab the outside blades of the foot and pull those feet out to the sides, coming into happy baby. Pull those knees up into underneath the shoulders as you're pulling the feet wider. Maybe you want to rock a little bit, finding movement, or you want to be still in this pose. And bring those feet together, bring the knees back in, and we're going to send those feet, those legs out straight. And we're going to do a little arch. So let's bring those hands underneath, and we're going to come into our fish pose. So lifting that torso up as we drop the head back. And release. Knees back up to hug. Nice. Now we're going to cross our feet at the ankles. Reach for the blades of the foot. And we're going to do a couple rocks back and forth the length of the mat. So take those feet up and get some momentum. Let's do that a couple more times. Work out the kinks in that back. Very good. And stay right there. And we're just going to finish here, back to where we started in our seated pose. And we're going to do some breathing. So let's start with taking, as we breathe in through our nose, counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let go for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in again for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take one last big, big, big breath and let it out with a sigh. Now take those arms out to the side. Bring them around to wrap around your shoulders. Give yourself a big hug. Tuck that chin. Very nice. Bring the hands to heart center. Have a great day. Namaste.